Hello, I'm Aidan from the Computers.
I'm Fred.
And you're watching Distorted Input.
30 years old and you're born again. A brand new you, now you need brand new friends.
So yeah, the Battle of the Best. It was an idea that came from one of our managers. He sort of came up with it. It was something we've been thinking about doing for a long time. Being massive Elvis Costello fans and massive Elvis Presley fans, big influence on our music, and so it only felt right and natural. And so we got a selection of our favourite songs by both artists together. Went down to Fred's studio. He had the healing hands at work and sort of made it all sound great, and it was nice and relaxed and stress-free, really. This has been a month tour. Is that right, Fred?
Yeah, since the start of November. Nearly the whole month.
It's been relentless. We've been all over. We've been to Europe. A highlight for me, one of the highlights was the city of Vienna. I just love being there. Got real good juju there. Juju is a computer's word we use for good vibes, basically, like just good Jew. A nice place. We have good feeling there. And the show was alright as well. It's pretty fun. I also had a good time in Sheffield. I don't know about you. It was a great venue. Really, it was like walking back into sort of like.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was a good show.
It was like an old sort of working men's club, sort of function room. It felt like a surprise party all night, but no one, the person didn't turn up. But just the heavy did, and we did, and everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
But it really had that vibe, like sort of like a buffet out, and sort of a weird sort of glitter ball, disco ball sort of thing, and it just looked like something that I used to go to as kids, some sort of like school disco function.
It's like a village hall. It's great.
Yeah, it was really nice.
For me, it's almost like there might. I mean, it's horrible to say, but there might as well not be a crowd because there's so many of them. They become one thing. It's just like a load of baked beans.
It is when you're staring at the front row and there's like 1,000 people just in the front row, and then you just multiply that by like 100,000 people. It's like it doesn't make a difference if there's 1,000 people is still a lot of people. 100,000 people is just a few more people. If you mess up, you're gonna mess up in front of 1,000 people. That's still bad.
Brno was good. I mean, that was one of our own shows.
Yeah, went to Czech Republic.
Cool.
Yeah, there was a few days off, but we like to keep playing on those days off. We never have them, so we just fill them, jam-pack them with shows, keep the momentum up, of the sound. So yeah, it was good. It's been a good tour. But yeah, it's been a lot of places. Last night was cool, Shepherd's Bush.
I'd say that was the best.
It was a good show. It was the best show of the tour. And I hate to say that like London show is the best show, but it was good vibes. The sound was brilliant. Shepherd's Bush is just a great venue to play in. And then this little fella got added on at the end, little one last punch to the world before we go home. But yeah, it's, hopefully tonight should be a nice sort of a fitting end to a good month that we've had, really.
Yeah. Yeah, the club night doesn't really affect anything for me, apart from you just have to be quicker afterwards.
Yeah, there's very much, there is a sense when you're playing a club night, there's very much a sense of like some people are there they're there for another reason, they're not just there to see you, so you're sort of like an added little extra of a night that people are already going to. Obviously, if people are coming to see you too, and there's always a selection of people who are there just to see you, then they go after or whatever.
But I think some of those gigs are better, like playing big festivals and tours support.
Yeah. Well, it's not just your party.
Yeah, it's people who are not there for you really, and then they see you and you see their faces change.
Yeah. It's a good way. It's a good way to play to a new crowd, I guess. People who weren't expecting to see you. Basically, no one liked us, so we thought, let's start singing. That ain't how it happened. That ain't what happened. In the way I see it, it's like this record, Love Triangles, Hate Squares, is the record the Computers always wanted to make right from the get-go. When we first started, it was the biggest influence really was Elvis Costello and the Attractions, and a lot of soul and R&B garage bands. It's just you gotta sort of nurture that playing, and it takes a while to get to that level of being able to create a record like that. The sound we had was just natural to us, that screamy punk, energetic, just sort of weirdo, chaotic, hardcore, garage, whatever people want to call it. That was just sort of our automatic setting. That was what we could do, so that's what we did. It just took a little while to get to where we got to now, but this is the record. If we could have made 5 years ago, we would have, but
well, that's it, isn't it?
We just
like we always talked about Elvis. stuff being our influences, and then suddenly realised like, oh, we don't sound anything like that.
Yeah, we wanted to like
Let's move it on a bit and
highlight the Little Richard element of things and the Elvis Costello. Just the songwriting got better, you know. We as a band we progressed, as players we progressed, and especially Alex, the singer, you know, he finally sort of learned how to really sculpt and mould a song in a way that, you know, sort of suited us. And it was nice to make a connection with people. It was something we learned recording our first record with John Reese over in San Diego. He said, it's great, like the riff is cool, you love the riff, I love the riff. There's a few people love the riff, but if you want to really connect with people, they've got to, you know, people are tuned in to hear the human voice. And so if you really want to make a connection and an impact and a movement, then you've got to be clear and sort of consistent with what you're saying. And if you're screaming, no one's going to hear that, you know. So you just got to, you know, to make the connection, you've got to be clear. And so that's where the singing came in. Al's always been he's, you know, a great singer. He could sing before he could scream. But yeah, we just had to sort of readapt ourselves into becoming the band that we always wanted to be. You know? We just, I better tell you that. Hello, all right.
He's busy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no worries. Are you?